average 14-year-old on
Drink, boy, I got your bitch all in these. The big bounce in this bitch.
14,
I know instantly some of y'all are
bro.
gonna think, oh, he's probably lying.
Nah, bro, look at that back knee. That back knee tells you everything you need to know. 14, wrecking his body. Insane. So let's react to this video right here. Gen Z hates their bodies by Love Hilal. All right, let's run it.
Fat, skinny, or fit, Gen Z, or, well, society as a whole, can't seem to grasp the concept of healthy relationships with their bodies. And these insecurities that they've developed have gotten so bad that they've began attacking other people for their own size or shape. Now, starting the topic off with fit people, you might be asking, how could fit people possibly be having unrealistic standards with their own body image? You might recognize this man right here on screen by the name of Arnold Schwarzenegger. Former bodybuilder who became an actor and then a governor and all the other career achievements he had in his life. Now, I vividly remember seeing this man a lot of times growing up in my childhood, specifically in the movies Terminator, and thinking this is peak male physique. Athletic, bodybuilder, Kratos build, Zeus build. Now, as I said before, to my little itty-bitty, stupid, idiotic, dumb, numbskull, puny, putrid mind, I thought it doesn't get any better than this. This is what we should all strive for. But in Arnold's own eyes, he didn't even agree himself.
I looked in the mirror and said to myself,
Bro, you talking about people having negative body images. I mean, you sound like you have a terrible self-image of your mental, bro. That's crazy.
I don't know how this body can ever win.
This man calls himself small. He must have been talking about himself, you know what I'm saying, downstairs. Not too many inches on him or something, bro. But one thing I'm starting to notice is that this sentiment is becoming much more common within gym goers in today's day. I started seeing more posts like this, just realized I'm—
Nah, bro, gymflation is a real thing, bro. Gymflation is a real thing. If you look at what was considered peak masculine physique like 10, 15 years ago, now dudes are looking like that at 16 and calling themselves small.
I'm still single because I'm not big enough. POV, you realize the reason you're still single is because your muscles aren't big enough. Buddy, how much bigger does it get? Yo, hey, yo, bro, hey, yo. POV, you realize the reason she hurt you is because your muscles aren't big enough. All right, bro, it's getting a little corny. Just realized I'm still single because I'm not big enough. We need to address this whole single thing because some of y'all think that you gotta get Kratos God mode build, whatever you want to call it, in order to snag a woman. Too big?
Not at all.
There's such thing as too big. There's such thing as too small. Get fit, bro. You don't gotta do all this. That's the mindset of the dude who was like, I'm 8 inches and thick.
Bro, if you can find even one dude who is super skinny or super overweight with a girl, that's all you need to prove that that is not a real thing, bro. That's not a real thing. There is no, oh, the reason I don't have this shorty is because I'm not big enough. Now, if you tell yourself that, that will be the case. That will be the truth. And there are some people who tell themselves that, then they get to that place and now they can bag the girl because that's what they've believed the whole time. But what it does is it puts you in this place where you now become neurotic about staying at this shape forever. And if you even fall off just a little bit, you lose all of your confidence. And that's a terrible place to be.
Y'all like bodybuilders?
Bodybuilders? Yeah. I like skinny, scrawny guys.
How about multimillionaires? How about 8 inches and thick?
Damn.
How about talented? How about loving and respectful?
Like the gym or working out is not something you can use to overcompensate for other things where you're lacking in. And also, not everybody's gonna like you. Learn to come to terms with that. Just because she dubbed you, it might just be because you're an idiot. Or maybe you're chopped. The saying comparison is the thief of joy is definitely a 100% true. Once you start comparing your body to other people who are bigger than you, other people who are smaller than you, there's always gonna be a bigger fish. And when you're constantly in the mirror like these and doing this and doing all that stuff, you're looking at yourself 24/7. You're low-key becoming way too self-obsessed, or you learn to hate yourself. Brief intermission. Please make sure you subscribe to the channel and the second channel link in the description. And one thing I have noticed, the people who don't see progress within themselves when they're hitting the gym or lack contempt with their physique, they're all staring at themselves for way too long in that damn mirror. Like, I've seen countless posts like these.
But when you look in the mirror, you just be looking like like all day yesterday I was at the beach and I was just getting ridiculous compliments on my body, like even from friends I hadn't seen in like a month. Oh, you got ripped, and I'm like, what do y'all see? I want to know what y'all see. Show
That's
me.
crazy, bro.
And
Look how big this dude looks. That's the thing, man. Anything you obsess over, anything you're desperate for, anything you're watching too closely, it's not gonna happen. It's just not gonna work out. Think about the dude that is hounding the girl, hounding a chick. He never bags her. It's always the girls that you don't really care about that you can bag easily, right? And that's anything. That's anything. The things that you take for granted are always the things that come most easily to you. And what is a common thing that people do when they're obsessing over things, when they're desperate for something? Constantly checking their whatever, right? So if it's a shorty, oh, every 5 seconds he checking his phone. Oh, did she text me back? Did she text me back? She ain't gonna text you back, bro. That energy you putting out into the universe is gonna push it away. Same thing with looking at your body, man. If you want to love your body, you gotta just love your body, bro. You gotta love your body now. You gotta be grateful for what you have now. You gotta appreciate it now. You gotta look in the mirror and be like, dang, I look good now. And once you embody that mindset, then you're going to really start seeing it in the mirror. You feel me?
Points where like you're not even allowed to accept compliments because you think that they're bullshitting you, because either number one, you're looking at yourself way too much, or you're comparing yourself to other people way too much. Now I got a question for you. What do you think happens to people when they clearly work out a lot and they still think that they're not big enough? They're never seeing any progress in their own mind. Whenever they look in the mirror, they still see a bag of bricks, a sack of potatoes. They think they're built like Choji from Naruto or Dobby from Harry Potter. They start thinking, if I can't get big naturally, you know what the greats did, right? Gotta start taking roids, hop on gear.
Yeah,
like in this post from earlier, the top comment is, this is sign to
and
hop.
It's crazy because the real problem is what's going on in here. It doesn't matter how big you get. It doesn't matter how much juice you pump into your body. You will never feel like you're big enough.
Every day I gain a reason to hop on gear. Now there's tons of different reasons why gear, whatever you want to call it, is very horrible for you. It affects your hormones. I heard it makes your meat smaller. I heard it causes like male pattern baldness.
22. 22 years old?
That's crazy, bro. This dude's 22. Insane.
Really?
Wasn't worth it.
That's it.
And we've all heard of something called roid rage. Now, one thing about this substance that's different than all the other substances is that this is the one that gets you compliments. If you're hitting one of these, people gonna look down on you, bro. But if you're doing gear and you're lifting, they're gonna be like, damn, bro, you're looking big. Go to the beach, the huz might start talking to you, come to Miami for spring break and all that. It makes you think, oh, I need to do another cycle of this. I need to do it again. And sooner or later, you start looking like Popeye the Sailor Man. And in very extreme cases, there are people like these who actually put things to their arm.
Oh, yeah. This is that synthol. This is big in like Brazil, bro. Ugh.
Make them look bulkier, and they start looking like inflatable water balloons. This is like a Chinese or Japanese alcoholic jug, something you drink out of and start doing the drunken fist like Rock Lee. Like, bro, this looks like a birth defect. And obviously this is the extreme cases of body image.
But the crazy part is these dudes actually think they look better than how they looked before. It's crazy.
Unsatisfaction. But it's easy to see the pipeline of how this might occur. This gear culture is starting to become much more normalized. I'm seeing it in more comment sections. I'm seeing it among your favorite influencers. Your favorite influencer, there's a good chance that bro is not natural anymore. And a lot of times these influencers or these actors will lie about being natural so that their audience thinks, damn, like this guy is huge. He's a top 1% genetics. Or two, it makes the viewer think, damn, I need to be this big. How do I get this big? And I can't get this big unless I start hopping on too. But who do you think is really watching these influencers and becoming influenced? It's young people. And here's where I start pulling out certain studies like this. Reports are finding that teens and young adults are resorting to gear and other performance enhancing substances to change their physique.
Yeah, bro. When I was in high school, that was unheard of. I did not know anybody personally in high school that was on gear. Now, there might have been some dudes using it, especially in certain sports like football and baseball. But just the idea of someone your age, when you were in high school, even senior year, using steroids to lift weights, it just, that wasn't even a thought, bro. And now it's pretty common. It's crazy.
According to the Australian National Non-Medical Anabolic, gear usage tripled in the last 18 years between 2001 and 2019. There's an increasing concern regarding a rise in body dissatisfaction in young males, particularly around masculinity. Individuals develop an unhealthy obsession with muscle growth and definition. And if you don't believe that study, let's hop back on the social media platforms because I got evidence. I always got receipts. Like average 14-year-old on
Drink, boy, I got your bitch all in these. The big bounce in this bitch.
14,
I know instantly some of y'all are
bro.
gonna think, oh, he's probably lying, he might be older. Either way, this man is glorifying the use of.
Nah, bro, look at that back knee. That back knee tells you everything you need to know. 14, wrecking his body. Insane.
I know instantly some of y'all are gonna think, oh, he's probably lying, he might be older. Either way, this man is glorifying the use of said substance for people who are young watching the video. This man
Bro about to get a clapped hairline by 16.
right here was one of the youngest bodybuilders. Says right here he's 19 years old, and in order to win certain competitions, you need to be using because you're competing with grown men who are also using something. Anytime you use any other substance at a young age, everybody's gonna look down on it. But for this, they're congratulating bro for winning the competition, which yeah, you know, congratulations. But at the same time, bro, is this something we should really be looking up to and being like, damn, like this is a good thing? This is a trend that we should keep continuing? And I know somebody's gonna be like, oh, he's 18, he's 19, let him do whatever he wants. But bro, if your 18 or 19-year-old brother was in the back snorting, would y'all be out here telling bro, good job, amazing?
I mean, well, comparing using performance enhancing drugs to smoking crack, I don't think we can go that far, bro. But what I will say is all that really matters is the reason you do things. So if you're just chasing validation from other people, then 10 out of 10 times I'm going to say this is not the way, this is the wrong thing, bro. You're doing this for the wrong reasons, and it's not going to solve the problem. You feel me? But if you genuinely want to be one of the greatest bodybuilders of all time, and you understand the various risks that come with it, then yeah, I'm not gonna judge that. So it all depends on the reason you're doing it.
This is good? No. Now this post I just seen is a perfect segue into the next talking point of today's video. Basically, this video is talking about a person who, you know, struggles with—
you should never feel guilty for what you want in this life, bro. What you want, what you like, that's what you want and what you like. Don't do things to please other people. Don't live your life, you know, it's your life, bro. What happens when those people drop dead? Now what? You know what I'm saying? You're going to look back at that shit that you fucking didn't do because you were trying to please this person. Now this person's dead, or now this person doesn't even care about you anymore, or whatever the case may be. Like, bro, you cannot live your life like that. So don't be ashamed of what you want and what you like. Just make sure whatever it is, you're not doing it to please other people. You're not doing it to impress other people. Do it because you genuinely want that. And if that's, I don't think you can ever go wrong with pursuing things from that place.
Body dissatisfaction and things like that. And the top comment right here says, people always tell me how lucky I am.
And of course, as long as you don't hurt anybody else in the process. Got it. Got it, because, you know, someone be like, so Don, what if somebody wants to hurt somebody? Yeah. Okay. There's nothing wrong with wanting things as long as those things that you want don't hurt other people.
Because I'm skinny. Little do they know I hate how skinny I am. It's good because the next topic we're gonna talk about is skinny people. Now this is the perfect domain for me to start speaking, you know, my knowledge, because hey, somebody's gonna be like, well, what do you know about fitness? Well, hey, you might be right, but you know what I do know about? Skinniness, bro. Look at this, all right? People in my school were making fun of me for my size and my weight. I was like 99 pounds as a freshman, short and petite. And if you ever do say that you have some type of body image issue or dissatisfaction with your shape and size, there's somebody in your ear telling you, bro, stop complaining. At least you're not fat like me. Like, damn, bro, we can't grieve. We're not allowed to feel the same human emotions as you. Now, I know that society has pretty much always believed that being skinny is better, especially better than being fat. Among Gen Z, there has been a, let's say, rise in glorifying being unhealthily skinny, especially when you're into things like fashion. There's people who make videos saying that like being tall and skinny, so everything is automatically fashionable. Being a skinny person myself,
I mean, that's truth though.
Oh, this is definitely an interesting topic because skinny people are often told like, oh, you are the standard, you are what people are striving to look like. But at the other hand, there's a lot of skinny people who look at themselves in the mirror and be like, damn, I'm way too small. But at the same time, there are people who are skinny, like influencers, who do these things skinny flexing. And basically what you know is it's the money spread for females or women, where they'll flex the fact that they're skinny in different ways.
That waist to hip ratio is insane.
And I guess this like triggers other people. I don't know.
That's crazy. Yeah, that girl looks real skinny.
And I mean, to me, this is definitely like a slippery slope because on one hand, you can say, oh, this person is trying to feel confident in their body, which they should be able to do. Okay, a few tricks to tell an outfit of the day is disguise check. Hips are pushed back instead of relaxed. Holding baggy clothes in, excessive staring at the screen. If you're asking yourself, do I look thin in this before posting? It's kind of weird because for a man, I feel like nobody would really care. I'm gonna be so honest with you. Like there are tons of dudes who like pull their shirt in and try to flex their muscles, and everybody in the comments section is like, yo, you look big, bro. Or like it's called posing to look extremely skinny. It's because the disastrous effects of the diet industry and social conditioning against women. Okay.
I don't know if it's that deep, bro.
I don't know. I definitely could understand. Okay, yeah, social norms.
Bro, if you like how it looked to look skinny, I don't see why. Where is this coming from? I really think this is just another branch of the fat acceptance, body positivity movement. And as I've said in previous videos, I don't have a problem with the body positivity movement. I believe people should love the bodies that they were given, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? There are certain immutable characteristics, certain things we cannot control about our bodies, and I don't think anybody should be made to feel bad about those things that they can't control, and a lot of the times they can't change. But it seems to me that what came with that is this demonization of certain things, like wanting to be thin. Like, there's nothing wrong with wanting to be skinny or wanting to be thin, but there is if you want to do it to please other people. If you have an ideal image in your mind of where you feel like you look the best and you want to attain that, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But if you're doing it because you feel like, oh, people won't like me or people won't think I'm good looking or attractive unless I look like this, yeah, that's no good.
Say that women need to be skinny, and so a woman being skinny on internet triggers some people, I guess. Me personally, if I see a dude body hacking, I'm probably just gonna turn my phone off, or I'm gonna like the video if I think it's a cool video or bro looks good in the video. Like, I don't know, I don't care. But that leads me to another point, because a lot of people were giving this creator a lot of backlash, named Clara Dow. So this woman right here has 3 million followers on TikTok. Apparently her entire content is just about being flat chested and being skinny.
For me, I really like corn.
What do you like about corn?
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, she definitely super skinny.
So she makes body positive content to an extent. But this is why I said that Gen Z and a lot of other people are starting to begin to hate on other people's body structures when they're being body positive. And like, now she's getting canceled. So I only eat when I'm hungry, embarrassing, I used to like you, go away, who asked, I used to like you. So we get it, bro. OMG, we get it. This is her whole personality. It's definitely a tough situation. It's kind of like, okay, a person who was being overly body positive in a way, which is kind of crazy. Like, you can be overly body positive. From what I've seen, especially on the women's side, like, oh, if you're skinny, you're much more susceptible to being accused of fishing for compliments, not being able to feel insecure. Like, if I got bullied for something, who are you to tell
This is funny.
me that I shouldn't make body positive content about it? Now, apparently the reason why everybody's hating her right now is because she came out on a YouTube video and explained her reasons for being skinny and like why she's able to maintain this type of physique, and it's because she only eats when she's extremely hungry. And people were really mad because you have a very impressionable child audience that watches you and such, and I can definitely see how this would influence them into like very poor eating habits. She already responded to the backlash, so I just said I don't eat when I'm not hungry,
which is literally what she said. I'm about to do a follow-up video because I reacted to this when it first went viral, the whole she was getting canceled, and she responded. I'm like one of the only people, I think, on all of YouTube that I don't get the hate. I don't get the hate. That's literally what she said. I only eat when I'm hungry. That's what you're supposed to do.
So in the caption, she said, you guys are being dramatic for no reasons. Stop playing the victim. She said 2,500 calories a day.
Or at least that's the only time you have to eat, right? That's the only time your body is saying, hey, I need food, is when you're hungry. Now, if you like to snack and shit like that, bro, it's your body. Do what you want. You know what I'm saying? It's not only one way to skin a cat, but the hate, I don't get it, bro. The cancellation is crazy.
Stuffing. This is definitely interesting because I do feel like in the gym culture, if you promote like dieting and eating less for the sake of losing weight in like the gym or cutting, or you're counting calories,
for sure,
you're only eating a certain amount of food every day, or you're only eating lean beef, protein and things like that, people aren't gonna get on your head. But
maybe that's why I'm like, bro, I don't get the hate. Literally, have you ever been even close to interacting with gym culture? Like, controlling your calories is very important. But I guess when you're in the body positivity space, that's like, you know what I'm saying a cuss word.
Same time, I've noticed, like, okay, if a skinny person says to be skinny, they eat less. Like, yeah, duh. Breaking news. Obviously, you shouldn't promote bad habits to teenagers, but look at her, bro. What do you think? If you ask her what she does to maintain her skinniness, my nigga, it's as simple as she doesn't eat that many calories.
Yeah, man. The big thing I say, you know, take away from this, guys, is make sure you're not doing anything for other people, bro. I mean, you know what I'm saying, living your life for other people, trying to attain things for the sake of pleasing other people. But don't guilt yourself for wanting what you want. If you want to be in really good shape, then pursue that. If you want to be buff, then pursue that. But make sure you're doing it from a healthy point of view. Do it from a place where you're already grateful for what you have, because as it says in the scriptures, right, to whom has, even more will be given. A surefire way to get more of something is to be grateful for what you already have in regards to that thing. You want more love in your life? Be grateful for the love that you already have. You want more friends? Be grateful for the friends you already have. You want more money? Be grateful for the money you already have. So as long as you're approaching it from that mindset, then I fully support it. The only time it turns out bad is clearly when people do it for other people, and that's when there is never a bottom to that. You'll never hit the goal, you'll never hit the target. And that's why dudes who get bigorexia, the dudes who take steroids and are constantly trying to get bigger and bigger, it's because there's always this imaginary invisible person out there that they think doesn't think they're big enough, and that's who they're trying to please. But hey man, thank you for watching. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Like the video, subscribe, all of that.